Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 60 of our Colorado Rockies rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. The trade deadline has passed, and this year, unlike previous, I would say, as opposed to the trade deadline, being defined by the big deals, the decisions made, the biggest move was one we did not make. Ezekiel Tovar still a Colorado Rocky. As we have discussed all season, what do we do with Ezekiel? Do we trade him? Do we try to extend him? Qualifying offer, all this stuff. He is a free agent after this season. His 8-year contract that he starts the year in year 2 of has expired after this season. At the moment, he's having a pretty good year. On base percentage is really high compared to historically. Slugging's a bit low. The home run numbers, I don't think he's going to hit, the 30 home runs that he hit for a couple years. But OPS is still pretty high. He's worth 2.5 WAR at the moment. His WAR isn't going to be as big as seasons previous because I've moved him to predominantly DH. So he's not going to get a big boost from playing shortstop defensively. But at the moment, Ezekiel Tovar, he is on our roster. We are going 2 months more with Tovar. We looked at a lot of different trade deals at the deadline, some admittedly that would have gotten us really good players or really solid prospects. But I think what's best for this team this year is keeping Tovar, hoping he admittedly starts hitting out of this cold stretch because he is ice cold, only 2 hits in the past 18. July was his worst month by far, so he definitely needs to turn it around. At the moment, let us check the standings. We sit 58 and 54, 9 games back of the division, which is a sad thing to say, but only 1 game back of the wild card. Only 1 game separates the Nationals, Marlins, Diamondbacks, and Rockies. So the goal for the rest of the season is very simple. Just do better than either the Nationals, Marlins, Diamondbacks, or Rockies. And we should, emphasis on should, be in the wild card at season's end because of our 3 World Series appearances, 2 of them came from us starting in the wild card. So that aspect is fine. The division, let's be frank, the Dodgers are 20 games above 500 right now. I doubt anyone's catching them. So here is the schedule for a little bit of August. We have 5 divisional series in the next 6. If there was ever time to make up an insane amount of ground in the division, it is right now. I think if we lose multiple of these series, if the Padres have our number, or if the Giants just take 6 out of 7 against us, that may spell the end for the season. But before that, we're facing off against the Giants, who currently sit a brisk 5 games ahead of us in the division. They are currently the top team in the wild card. So if we want to muddy the waters a little bit, we could beat them a little bit. So without further ado, let us just get right into the game. They have Austin Cates on the mound. We have Hunter Brown. Do I have Hunter Brown on the mound? Oh, yeah, because Luis just pitched. I had the wrong previous pitcher in my head. All right, so Hunter Brown is going to get the at-bat. I am hoping that Ezekiel Tovar he hits out of his slump that he's currently in. There's no real reason to bench him because he is one of our best hitters. So hopefully, for all of our sakes, he can remember how to hit the baseball well. Max Clark up to bat for us. He is currently leading the National League in steals. So he's going to keep, even though he's not hitting the ball that well, he's going to keep being our leadoff man, hopefully get on base a bit, get some steals. He did just strike out on 5 pitches, but it's fine. And Har grounds out. And how you Lee lines out to center. A very uneventful first inning for us. Hunter Brown, I believe in you. There we go. He gets Soto looking. Not that Soto. And we're on to the second. Charlie Condon, hit the ball to space, please. Into the harbor. I suppose it's a bay, but harbor just sounds better. Colby, if you strike out. Oh, boy. All right, Alan Ford walks. We have a base runner for Ezekiel Tovar, who strikes out looking. 3 strikeouts in that inning. Not great. Hashtag analysis. You know what? At least Dario hit the baseball. Oh, Jason Dominguez in left field for the Giants, our old friend, who is currently on a hot streak for the Giants. But Christian Aguilares, who has benefited the most from us trading Dominguez, with a nice double. We take those. Thank you, Christian. Max Clark grounds out to third. Very depressing. And Andahar flies out to right. But you know what? We had a base runner. And that's more than we can say for the previous 2 innings. What then? As Hunter Brown gives up a run, we're doomed. Oh no. Patrick Bailey, don't break my heart. There we go. Softly hit to Andahar, to How You Lee for 1, for Condon for 2. Easy work. Double play. Very good. Come on, Tovar. First pitch swinging. Bang! Hits it deep to left, but it's going to die in the wind. Jason gets it easily. Dario is on second, and Max Clark strikes out again. Our offense is looking grim so far today. Deep shot. Caught at the warning track. We're okay. We're okay. Profusely sweating. There we go. Andahar gets it down. We have life. The annoying thing about the Giants having Patrick Bailey all these years is I can never steal on their catcher. Somehow they got Andahar. The animation, he was safe, clear as day, but I'll allow it. And Condon grounds into a double play. Man. Our 3, 4, 5 hitters, or rather, our 4, 5, 6 hitters becoming like automatic outs down the stretch is not really where I want to be in my life. As Dan Evans is at third, you get DePaula striking out. Can he get Mr. Guzman? No, he walked him. Fair enough. All right. Let me get Luis Castellum warming up. Patrick Bailey will be the last batter Hunter Brown faces one way or another. Hit to How You Lee, but he can't get there. 1 run will score. Guzman safe at third. All right. That's going to be it for Hunter. I think a pretty okay day, but his stat line's going to look a lot worse if Luis allows the inherited runners to score. Andahar picks it up. The throw gets him. All right. Not too bad. We are still unable of hitting the baseball. And Colby Turner hits a solo shot right on cue. Thank you, Colby. Finally. Down goes Alan Ford. Don't strike out, Tovar. Oh, my God. He really is just ice cold, huh? And Dario goes down looking. Oh, boy. We've had 9 strikeouts thus far. All right, clean 7th from Gastelum. We're going to bring on Joey Broughton for the 8th. That'll be it for Luis. Thank you, Luis. Oh, boy. Joey allowed another run. That's not great. You league grounds out. I suppose I'll get Gage Wood warming up on the off chance we're able to score 2 runs this inning. But you never know. Condon lines out. Colby Turner is our last out. He had a home run already today. That's not going to fly, though. All right, we dropped game 1 3-1. Just terrible day offensively. Only 3 hits, 3 walks. Struck out 10 times. Abysmal. We now drop to only 3 games above 500, getting swept by the Brewers in the first August series is not good. I am going to make one change. I'm going to have Miguel Palma hit for Dario. And then I made a lineup tweak. I have decided to sit Max Clark against lefties. I mean, the fact of the matter is he just can't hit them, even worse than righties. So against lefties, Christian Aguilares is going to take center and lead off. Tian is going to hit right and bat ninth. Aaron Ashby on the mound, who we traded to the Giants after his struggles with us. He has done much better in San Francisco, which, you know, let's be honest, is par for the course. Come on, guys. And Christian walks. And Andahar walks. All right, 2 leadoff walks. Let's see what how you Lee's got. If you hit into a double play, how? So help me. Okay, only a fielder's choice at second. I'll take that trade. 1 out, I get the runner to third. Yep, because now a Charlie Condon sac fly should score Christian easily, and we are on the board. Silly Giants. Jason Dominguez has a negative arm in left, and it's hit deep. Left field. The God. Colby Turner with a 2 RBI, 3-7 Hyundai Fate home run. That'll do. And Alan Ford walks. Aaron Ashby's at 23 pitches already. He's not doing too hot. Remember when I said I was going to let Tovar hit out of this? How many strikeouts does he have in the last 5 games? Last 5 games, he didn't strike out against the Phillies. 5, 7. He has 8 strikeouts in the last 3 games in 1 inning. That's just where we're at now. Man. I guess the worst case scenario is Miguel Palma, deep center field. Look at my backup catcher. Should he just have the starting job at this point? I don't know, but he hit it 406 feet to center. And Tien strikes out. What else is new? But I think the worst case scenario is Tovar just hits terribly to end the season, and we miss the playoffs. But if he does hit terribly, as Andahar hits into a double play, that might bomb his market value enough that he accepts either a cheaper contract that I'm trying to get him to sign or the qualifying offer. Because we're at 31 at this point. The qualifying offer ain't cheap. As Colby Turner tries to hit another home run and it just dies in the wind. But that does score How You Lee, so 5-0. Alan Ford, unfortunately, does not have the speed to beat out most infield singles. There we go. Tovar gets it down and left. Very good, sir. Charlie Condon makes it home. That's what we want to see from Tovar. And Miguel Palma walks. I don't know, man. Because Dario has not done great this season. And Tien strikes out for the 2nd time in a row. I think there's a decent argument that Miguel should play more down the stretch. Oh, how Yuli's hurt. That's debilitating. Oh, it's a back injury. Oh, boy. Okay, I mean, CJ Sampson is going to come in to take second. Like, I don't have a one-to-one switch there. Oh, that's actually terrible. Well, if he's out for an extended period of time, we're in serious trouble. CJ Sampson pops up. So if he's out for an extended period of time, Andahar goes to second, Ezekiel Tovar goes back to short, and I need to find a backup infielder, and I'll probably have one of the outfielders DH if Howie leaves it done for a while. Or I pilfer AAA for a backup second baseman, which I don't really want to do. Colby Turner strikes out. 2 runners on, and we strand them completely. Come on, Sandy. Oh, boy. There we go. Clean through 4 for Azuna. I think Sandy, like ratings wise, he's not our best pitcher, but I think he's going to be our ace next year, just on performance alone. Alex Lang's still in the league as Tovar hits it all the way to the wall. That'll play. Once again, we have 2 runners on with no outs. If we fail to score them, then, game's gone. Palma hits it deep enough to center. That should score Allen, and it does. 7-0 ball game. Let's see what Tian can do here. There we go. Tian gets it down. I don't want Tian to go back to DH. Like, his production just was not good enough, I think, to warrant that. I might get bold in AAA. We'll see. All right, Andahar. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Earn your paycheck. Bang. My God. Really is an unfortunate case of like 3 or 4 guys that we've counted on all season slumping at the same time. All right, he's on 66 pitches. He allows the leadoff double to Adames. I'm going to see what happens with Nate George, and then I might start warming up the bullpen. There we go. Very good. Can he get old friend Jason Dominguez? Nope. Damn. All right. That's going to be the shutout over. A phenomenal throw home, but not quite in time. I'm going to get... Let's get Kevin Kelly warming up. Tian tried to dive. No dice. All right, that's going to be it for Sandy. Again, he pitched well, but if either of these guys score, that stat line is going to look a lot worse. Here's Kelly. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Very good. All right. So Sandy couldn't get us 5 innings, but we do still have the lead. Colby Turner finds himself at second with 2 outs. Alan Ford hits it deep to left, off the wall. That looked like it went over the fence. Judge, can I get a replay? Blue. A triple for the 35 speed having Alan Ford, to be clear. I don't know how he gets a triple, but so be it. And Tovar pops up foul. So help me, Ezekiel. All right, Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I need you to get the 6th. Kevin? There we go. He strikes out Willie Adames. All right. So, if I can have Emmanuel Martinez get me the 7th, the 8th, bring somebody else in for the 9th. I think that's our through line for not using a bunch of bullpen arms. Palma strikes out. Looks like they're going to walk Tian. Fair enough. I'm going to pinch run here. Max Clark is going to come in, and we're going to have him steal second. Really? Really, Max? That was a slow curveball. There we go. Clark gets the steal. Never in doubt. And Aguilar pops up anyway, so Clark is going to stay there. Andahar hits it deep to right, but caught at the warning track. Nothing doing there. All right, Christian Aguilera is going to go to right. Max Clark is going to take center. Good work from Kevin Kelly. Emmanuel, give me the 7th. Clean inning from him. I mean, if you're just going to walk Alan Ford on 4 pitches, you going to walk him on 5 pitches? There we go. All right, I'm going to pinch hit for Tovar here. We're going to have Elkins come in and get the bat. And swing and a miss. Come on, Manuel. There we go. Nice double play from Emmanuel there. Very good. Brilliant work from Colby Turner. Guzman hits it back to Andahar. The throw in time. All right, 2 shutout innings from Emmanuel. That is certainly progress. Nothing for us in the 9th, though. Akuda can come in, and it's clean. All right, we beat the Giants in Game 2, 8-1. Much better day from our bats. Really happy with that win. Now the rubber match, and this is a huge game. Huge game. All right, so I made some minor league signings just of players that had like decent potential and weren't going anywhere. Andy Perkins went undrafted out of college of University of North Florida. And, you know, he has okay projections. I don't know why the AI has put him in double A. For me, he's like high A, maybe. Even then, honestly, I lied. I'm going to put him in Fresno and see how he does. Angelo Soto, copy and paste, you know, what I just said. Max, why are they putting all these guys in double A? AI, what are you doing? I'm having to save the AI from itself here. Parker looks really good, you know. Defensively, he is terrible, but we'll see. Ken Button, you are a high A pitcher. You're probably going to crush high A, but I can live with that, to be honest. All right, we got a fresh scouting report on CJ Sampson. No change to his ratings. We still have not heard about Howie Lee's injury, which is unfortunate. And Andahar is also tired. Oh, good. Okay, so, yep, CJ Sampson is going to get the bat. At second, then, I'm going to have, here's what I'm going to do. Alan Ford is going to take right field. Tian gets the bench. Elkins. Yeah, Elkins left. Alan Ford right. And then I'm going to have Miguel Palma DH and bat 9th. I'm going to have both catchers hit today. Let's see what we got. Clean through 1 for both teams. We got our first hit, but they got 2 runs. So I think they're going to win this race. And they're getting to Herrera quite a bit. And now Josh Smith has an RBI single. Never mind, they kept Apollo at third. Well, it matters not. Patrick Bailey does hit in the double play. but the run scores. So here's that. Okay, Alan Ford is aboard. Come on, Tovar. You walked him. Dario, if you want to be the catcher of the future, hit this ball. Well, he hit it hard enough that DePaula couldn't bring it in. It is an error. The Giants went from having potentially a double play to bases loaded, no outs. Palma into the outfield. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him the starting catcher job. Like, what an insane tale of 2 months. In June, 24 at bats, 080 average, 120 on base percentage, 245 OPS, folks. July, though, 447, 20 slugging, 1300 OPS. What a guy. There we go. Christian gets it down. That should score at least one, maybe two if Dario is bold. And he does. Tie ball game. Sorry, Giants. Elkins pops up. I don't think Elkins is ready for the majors. Just based on the admittedly small sample that I'm working with here, but I don't think he is quite up to snuff, which is fine. He's a backup outfielder. He doesn't have to be, but it's a little worrisome for next year. But the sac fly does score Palma. Let's see if Condon can plate Christian here. It's a back up the middle, but that's going to get caught. All right. We score 4 unanswered to take the lead. Herrera's at 77 pitches, and he allowed the first 2 runners to get aboard. Nice. Man, that's going to be it for Herrera. Joey, I believe in you. Joey, I know that says you've allowed 2 home runs and, 3 runs, but say it ain't so. That's the last time I clicked the half inning button. I lied. That's probably not the last time. All right, he gets me the 6 clean. Our offense is just ice cold right now. Yeah, I mean, Joey Broughton, he was doing so well until that outing, which is really the frustrating part. Anything in the 8th? 2 runners are aboard. Tovar, earn your contract extension. Hit this ball into the bag. All right, he gets it down into left. That does score Colby. I don't know how. He's the second slowest player on our team, but I'll allow it. Come on, Dario. They hit him? They did indeed. Bases loaded. Miguel Palma, the hottest hitter in baseball, up to the plate. Bang! Unfortunately, flew out to center field, but it's fine. All right, Gastelum, can you just give me the 8th buddy to save me a bullpen arm? Cool. All right, down to our last 3 outs. Man, the box score for my pitching staff this game is going to look hideous. Aguilera strikes out. We're going to pinch hit here. Tien is going to get the bat for Duran. He hits it deep to left. It's down at the wall. We have a base runner. It's more than I can say for most of this game as Tien gets all the way to third. All right. CJ? Nope. Yeah, I think the days of CJ potentially taking third and Colby Turner DHing are gone. Condon goes 0 for 5, strikes out again. All right, we lose 8-5. That was just bullpen implosion. Herrera had probably his worst start this season, I would say. Joey Broughton just gave up 2 home runs, and that's that. All right, Still, oh, neck spasms. We're okay. Hayuli's only out for 4 days. We're okay. Ooh-wee. That was terrifying. That could have been really bad. If he was out for multiple weeks or even like a month, that's probably our season over. So that's big. Right. I'm gonna stim. Let me make sure I have all the backups in place. Oh, Samson, just in case it is a lefty. All of that fixes itself. All right, I'm gonna sim game one of the Orioles series with Quinn Priester on the mound. We lose 4-6. Oh, they had Hal Yuli hit anyway. Fair enough. And it was Emmanuel that got roughed up for 3. I mean, Quinn only went 3 2/3. I think the trade wasn't Aaron Ashby for Quinn Priester. It essentially was, though, because we did 2 deals on the same day, and I think we got the short end of the stick. Oh, they suspended Lou in his first game in the Colorado Rockies organization. He is suspended for a brawl. There we go. There we go. That's what I like. That's the fire I like to see. All right, let's take on the Orioles in game 2. Howley's going to get the day off. We're going to have Andahar take second. Ezekiel Tovar take short. It is a lefty, which is tragic because we don't really hit lefties. Palma's going to hit for Dario. Alan Ford DH. Tovar, you're batting third today. I believe in you. And then Geron can take left, bat ninth. That's my plan. May it succeed. All right, Luis De Leon. I'm going to be honest, buddy. You've had some good starts recently. Give me 6 innings. Lead through 1. Andahar and Tovar at the corners. Charlie Condon. Will he strike out again? No. He will do worse and ground into an ending double play. Oh, boy. Hey, Adley Rushman's still on the Orioles. Good God. Negative 8.3 zone rating and right. That's an impressive number. What's his contract? 6 years, 191 million. He has 3 years left. Yikes. Imagine him getting that in real life now. Come on, Miguel. Dang. There goes that. All right. Okay. Clean from Luis. Run. Depressingly. Grounds out. Yeah, I think we're going to run into the fundamental issue with our lineup where the guys that we counted on the whole year are slumping and our fringe starter reserve guys just are not good enough to pick up the slack. I think that's pretty much what's happening here. As Tovar on cue grounds out to second. All right. Luis, I believe in you. Clean. Condon takes a 2-0 pitch right to the shortstop. Colby K's. Alan Ford gets aboard. You know what? If there's anyone who is guaranteed his spot next season, it is Alan Ford, who just has not had a bad month. He's not great defensively, but I can live with it. Like, negative 12.3 zone rating is very, very depressing. So he might just be a DH, but listen, I know he can hit the baseball as Miguel Palma gets it down. Run, Alan. Let your 35 speed carry you. Tie ball game. I think Palma's just going to be our starting catcher down the stretch. Jaron Elkins hits it deep to center. We have life. We have life, folks. Must be nice to have Enrique Bradford Jr. Must be nice. Though he hasn't had a great save. He had 70 steals last year. Good Lord. Goodness gracious. Dodgers, you want to need somebody take him off your hands? All right, we have the lead. Luis is on 68 pitches, so he's probably going to get me one more inning and then things will get shaky. It's on 79. We'll see. All right, Andahar walks. Come on, Tovar. If you hit into a double play, so help me. Fly out. He's killing me. There we go. Charlie Condon remembered he could hit the baseball. Well done, Charlie. I am so proud of you. Andahar scores. We're up 4-1. And Colby strikes out on 3 pitches. I really thought he was going to be like one of the next great infield hitters last year, and he is just fallen off a cliff this season. But that is what it is. All right, Luis. I believe in you. I just need to stop saying that to people as he gives up a 2-run homer. And here we are once again. Because Kevin can get me. Kevin really could be a long reliever. The reason I'm hesitant to have him pitch multiple innings most times is because, he has 22 innings in his career and is like 22 years old. If you fumble that, thank you. All right. I'm going to get Kevin Kelly warming up. Get right to third. The throw. Gets Bradfield? Yeah, okay. All right. Good work from one Kevin. We will hand it over to the other Kevin. The 8th. Clean inning. All right. Gage Wood's going to come up for the save, but some insurance runs would not be amiss. Colby Turner, he tried. He tried to humor me. It did not work. I'm going to pinch hit here. Actually, no, I lied. I took one look at my bench and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And Alan Ford gets a hit. I am rewarded for going back on my original plan. That's not going to move anyone, Tien. You're killing me. All right, Palma, let's go. Rounds out. All right, no insurance runs for me. So Gage Wood has a 1-run cushion in the 9th. And he gets out of it. We get the save. We get the win. Really good. Again, I think Luis De Leon's days of a pitcher are slowly coming to an end, which is very annoying. But the bats did pretty good. Really happy with Tian. Let me advance. And now How Lee should be back to perfect health. One more day. I can't do math, really. It is a shame. All right, let's play game 3. Hunter Brown on the mound. I'm going to have Miguel Palma hit for Dario, man. I'm going to give How Lee the day off again. I don't want How Lee to injure himself more. What do I want to do here? DH. Tian takes left and bats third. Aguilaris. How's Aguilaris didn't leading off? It's going to be a small sample. Horrendous. Okay. So, yeah, Aguilaris is going to bat 9th. Max Clark can come in and take center. All right, let's rock. Hunter Brown Fernando Tatis Jr., who was traded in the offseason with still 4 years of a $144 million contract left. Clean first. There we go. Charlie Condon with an RBI double. And Colby Turner grounds out. I'm entertaining the idea of dropping Colby in the batting order, but like, where do I drop him? Do I just switch him and Allen? As Allen gets a nice RBI double. Or RBI double. Leadoff double, I should say. Tovar flies out. Nothing there. Palma swinging a miss. That's like the third straight full count Miguel has worked. Which is, I don't know what that means anything, but I just noticed. Fly out there from Christian. All right. To the third we go. And clean-ish from Hunter. Oh, solo shot to Adley Rutschman. Why you got to ruin my morning like that? Yeah, that's Hunter's day done. Without question. 5 innings, 1 run. I'll take it, but man, we don't have a lot of pitchers that can go deep into games, and that hurts us. He might beat this throw. And he does. What? Objection. Ump. Review. Where's the coach's challenge? He was so safe on that animation. What do you mean the man's out? What do you mean, game? Objection, Your Honor. Emmanuel, I believe in you. Fine. Oh, he gets Basalo. Very good. Here's a hypothetical. When's Basalo's contract up? They gave him quite the backloaded contract, didn't they? Yeesh. All right. Andahar is injured. Quit injuring my infielders. First Hao-Yu Lee and now Andahar. Leave them alone. What did they do to you? Tian hit the ball to deep center or soft grounder to second. The end result is the same. CJ Sampson is on third. As long as this isn't an infield pop-up. Yeah, CJ didn't run. Colby strikes out. Need a new second baseman. Well, leave me alone. All right, Emmanuel. I believe in you again. What's annoying is he was like so good for 2 months. He was our best bullpen arm in April and May. And since then, he has just fallen off the proverbial cliff. 2 runners are on. Gastelum, half inning, send it. Clean. We're good. Nothing for us in the 7th. I'm going to get Fidel going for the 9th. Unless, of course, we score 2 unanswered runs. We could always do that if we feel so inclined, as Max Clark grounds out. Josh Hader has found himself in Baltimore. All right, Tian, you're my last hope, which is a terrifying state of affairs. And they walked him. Come on, Condon. Soft grounder to short. Easiest relay of their lives. All right, Fidel is going to come on for the 9th. I believe in him. There we go. Clean. All right, Colby. Time to have a heart-to-heart. You have sucked the past 4 games. You have 1 hit and 13 at-bats. It's time to come through. I think CJ Sampson's about to get a lot of run at third base. Alan Ford strikes out. We're down to our last out, and it is Ezequiel Tovar, who does get it down and left Tying run is at first. Miguel Palma, I believe in you. Soft ground at a third. He might beat the. No, he's not. I was like, he might beat this out. And then I see in the background the slowest runner I have ever laid eyes on. I mean, pitching did well. You give up only 2 runs, you expect to win the game. Our bats are just ice cold, which is not good going into a series against the LA Dodgers. And we have now dropped to only 2 games above 500, which is especially or above 500, which is a shame because the Marlins are also slumping. So we had a chance there to make up some ground, and we just didn't do it. All right, Dodgers. How you doing? How long Andujar's out for? 1 day. Okay, so he's just going to sit today. Tovar goes to short. I need a DH. Tian, is there a spot in the lineup you've hit well? 7. Let's do some experimenting. Colby Turner is going to bat 2nd. Tovar's taking 5th. Tian is going to DH and bat 7th. Dario's going to get the bat after Miguel Palma went 0 for 4. Let's do some tweaking. At this point, we have nothing to lose. Might as well move some people around. With a record of 70 and 48. Yeah, I totally think we're catching them. I think even if we sweep them, we're what? 12 games back still? Hey, Max Clark hit the baseball. Proud of you, kid. Am I going to run on Will Smith? Of course I'm going to run on Will Smith. You out of your mind? I mean, if they want to walk Colby, I'm not going to object. Okay. I'm just going to have him take the pitch. I'll have him take it again. Full count. It's a deep to center. That's going to be caught at the track, though. Lee's first game back from injury, and he strikes out on 3 pitches. It's like he never left, folks. Condon hits it all the way to the wall. Max Clark has the speed to make it. Yep, made it home. We have the run. I think that is also the value of having Max Clark hit leadoff, even though he is struggling just fundamentally to hit the ball this year. Like, the man can go from first to home. There are very few amount of players that can do that. All right, Sandy. Clean first inning. We're going to win it all. I have ordained it. Alan Ford. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Tian, though, on second. Christian. For a brief moment, I thought that was going to get through. How's Jackson Holiday been doing this year? I haven't really checked in on the $40 million man. And he's doing pretty good, but like $40 million? Oh, 4.7 range and a 9 zone rating. I am so jealous. Maybe I just feel insulted that we offered him more money than the Dodgers and he still chose them. Imagine we outbid the Dodgers and he still went to LA. It is what it is. Just kind of funny, though. Back-to-back flyouts there. All right, Tovar. All right, hits it back up the middle. That might score the runner. And it will. Oh, you idiot. Colby, let's have a quick chat in the dugout really quick. Okay? Just really quick. Your speed is a 40. You should not be the guy trying to I'm going to get Will Smith and try to do a cheeky little move to third. You out of your mind? Allen strikes out. Tian strikes out. But you know what? At least Allen struck out on a full count, whereas Tian struck out on 3 pitches. And Dario struck out on 4 pitches. So here we are. Solo home run from Walker Jenkins. And now both Jackson Holliday and Dalton Rushing are aboard. This could get ugly. Infield fly from Ronnie. That's huge. Marty Seal. Nolan Jones. Rockies legend. What an interesting career he's had. Guardians, 3 years. Diamondbacks, 1 year with the Rays. Now find himself with the Dodgers. And he lines out the center. And Will Smith to ruin my day. We're going to walk Will Smith on 4 pitches. We're going to walk Will Smith on 4 pitches. All right, Sandy. Josh Naylor, bases loaded. Dang. Well, it's a tie ball game. Actually, no, excuse me. That's Dodgers have the lead. 3-2. I mean, I'm going to leave Sandy in. All right, he gets Freeland looking. All right, offense. Time for you to match. They did not. And the Dodgers scored another run. And now 2 more runners are aboard. Gosh. Sandy, you were doing so well. Kevin, get Nolan Jones. On 3 pitches. This kid, what a phenomenal draft pick by yours truly, if I do say so myself. Got him in the 2nd round, and he's in the majors a year later. That'll play. Clean 7th. What a guy. He is on 18 pitches, though. I think that'll be it for him. We'll get Kevin Kelly warming up. All right. Dario and Max are aboard. Colby, so help me. I really don't want to have to bench one of our alleged best young hitters, but I think that's just where I'm leaning right now. Kowser gets aboard. I know I said I would take Teskey out, but I want to see if he can go a little longer in games. There we go. Gets 1. No throwback. Where's your spine, Ezekiel? Can he get Jackson Holliday? Yes, sir. All right, that'll be it. Now Kevin Kelly can come on. And this way, Kelly can get me the 8th also. All right, we go to the 8th. We are down 2-0. Oh, Kevin. There we go. Easy double play. Or they just get Naylor at first. Okay. Alex Freeland. Kevin, let me have a quick mound visit. You can't be hitting their number 9 hitter. All right. If you want to hit like Dalton Rushing or Jackson Holliday, fair play, you can't be hitting Freeland. And Kowser flies out to the end of the inning. All right. This is very simple. I am going to get Akuda and Joey Broughton warming. If it becomes a save situation, it's going to be Akuda. If it's not, actually, it'll be Akuda no matter what, even if we tie it. Paul Skeens, closer for the LA Dodgers. You are indeed not seeing things. I don't want to talk about it. Imagine trading away Paul Skeens. Like, it sucks because he had Tommy John and missed the entire 2027 season. His stamina cratered, and he became the Pirates' closer. Do I want Tian to face the righty? I mean, of my bench options, I think I'll let him face and just come what may. And he lines out to left. All right. I am going to pinch run. And we're going to have Elkins try to steal on Will Smith. And he does. All right. And Dario pops it up 4 feet to the left. All right. Christian Aguilera is our last out. It's a back up the middle to Freeland, and that's ball game. We dropped game one, 4-2. I think our pitching did okay. It's just, again, none of our guys can consistently go 5, 6 innings, and that is a terrifying thought. Outside of Max Clark, no one in our lineup had more than one hit. And we are now one game above 500. Yikes. All right, I'm giving Colby Turner the day off just on principle. Tovar is. How's Tovar's splits batting fifth versus batting seventh? He's been better at seventh, but he's still serviceable fifth. So I'll have Tovar fifth, Ford six, Samson seven. And I'm going to have Max Clark come in, even though it's a lefty on the mound. Christian hasn't been doing great. The slow pan around the blue Dodger Stadium. And he struck him out. You know what? That sums up this to a T. Oh, Herrera. I believe in you. I mean, Herrera's been our best pitcher this year, and even he is just getting shelled. I think that's just a sign that things are not going to go our way. But we have runners at the corners. CJ Sampson hits it back up the middle. We've scored a run. Well done. Tying run is at the plate. Palma. He hits it deep to right center. That's getting down. All right. All right, Miguel. Down by one. Tian the man strikes out swinging. Who could have possibly seen that come? All right, Herrera. Give me a clean inning. You. Okay. He's at 82 pitches, but like I'm running out of long relievers to throw out there. Hey, Max Clark, solo shot to tie the game. How you Lee, solo shot to take the lead. Charlie Condon, solo shot to give us a 2-run lead. Oh, and then the fun ended. I was on a hot streak there, hitting the until run and scoring position button. Oh boy. God, Herrera. Hey, Nolan, have you done better or worse against lefties this year? You've done so much worse against lefties, it's insane. Joey's going to come in. Even if they pinch hit here, they do not. There we go. Easiest double play of your lives. Thank you. Yeah, Herrera only getting me 4 innings is tragic. For a millisecond, I thought that was gone, but then it went like 250 feet. There we go. Miguel Palma gets it done. I should just give him the starting catcher job at this point, which really is depressing with how we thought Dario would play, and he just has not done so. Like, there is a world where I just don't offer Dario arbitration, and he's done. And we go Palma and then some other catcher, one of our guys in AAA next year. That's just kind of where we're at. There we go. Clean from Joey. We're going to go Fidel 7, Okuda 8, Gage Wood 9. That's the line. Thank you for your service, Joey. 2 clean innings of work. And Fidel allows a 2-run shot, and we have a tie ball game all of a sudden. Not Fidel's day. Okuda, I am paying you $15 million. Thank you. It really is crazy how I'm paying a essentially setup man $15 million. It's fine. Honestly, with how him and Gage would have closed, they're essentially, I have 2 closers. Clark grounds out. Do I want Andahar to face Gavin Williams? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? And he strikes out. How are you, Lee? Solo shot to left, and I'm giving you a contract extension. No dice. All right. We're going to the 9th. I hope Okuda can get me the 9th. 2 runners aboard, you say? Gage Wood is going to come in to face Nolan Jones. If we get walked off by Nolan Jones. Well, walked off by Nolan Jones, who had 3. He had 1 home. We had 2 home runs the entire year. He has 2 today. Has the game of his life. I mean, that's just 2 of my best relievers having like their worst day. Miguel Palma with 3 hits. Let me look at Dario really quick. Yep, I think we're gonna go Dario against righties, Miguel Palma against lefties. I think if we lose this last game to the Dodgers, the wild card is gonna be a insane fight. So we need to get 1 at least. All right, we have Quinn Priester on the mound. I'm terrified. Andahar is going to get the day off. Tovar is going to take short. Alan Ford is going to move to DH. Jerron Elkins is going to take left and bat second. Let's rock. How you Lee is aboard. And Condon lines out foul. All right. Nothing doing. Quinn, if there was ever a time to make me feel good about trading for you, it's today. All right. Well, he allowed 2 hits in the first inning, but he allowed none in the second, so it all bounces out. Oh. Dodgers take the lead. Condon, full count, dangerous place to be, and he hits it back up the middle. Run, how? Run. Dang, stayed at third. You know what? Say what you will about Alan Ford's complete lack of speed and questionable defense. By God, he can hit the baseball as he ties it up with a 2 RBI double. And Tovar walks. I'll take that. Dario hits it deep to center and gone. Oh, sure. It takes me benching you against lefties for you to finally hit a home run. 421 feet. Well done, sir. But yeah, I think that's the split we'll do the rest of the season, unless Dario struggles mightily, and then we'll just have to make a decision on what we do at catcher next year. Clean 4th from Quinn. Clean 5th. He's on 94. That's it. All right, Gastelum, sit down. Pretty good outing ish from Quinn. He's still, I don't know how he became unable to strike people out. Like on his career, he was good for like 7, 8, even 9 this season with the Phillies. With us, 5.8. All right, Emmanuel. Okay. Can you give me the 7th? Oh, I don't have a lot of bullpen arms to pull Emmanuel early. He strikes out Walker Jenkins. That's big. He's also at 37 pitches. All right, Munoz, I got a question. Better or worse against lefties? You are slightly worse. Emmanuel, you got this. There we go. He gets Munoz swinging. All right. So I'll have Gastelum sit down. I'm going to pinch hit here because they've gone lefty. We're going to go Tian to pick up the bat. Get Max Clark out of the game. Which means objectively we'll be worse defensively and less speed. But Max Clark just can't hit lefties. And so here we are. But Tian does get aboard. And Duran hits into the fielder's choice. I'll take that trade. How you Lee? He'll surely score Tian. Or he'll do the same thing Duran did. Come on, Charlie. It's a deep to center. Maybe. Hey, barely over the center field wall. 397 feet. 397? Man. Center field at Dodger Stadium is if you strike out in 3 pitches. All right, I'm benching Colby for like a week. I am tired. All right, Christian's going to go to center. Tien's going to right field. I don't care if he never comes around in the order. CJ Sampson's going in for Colby. And then let me get Luis Castellum on for the 8th. He's got a 4-run lead. Clean. He is only on 5 pitches he needed to get 3 outs. So he's coming back for the 9th. Ford grounds out. Ezekiel strikes out. I think it is unfortunately looking more and more realistic that we didn't trade Ezekiel at the deadline. He's going to struggle for the next 2 months, month and a half, and we're going to miss the playoffs, which is really unfortunate. Because if you watch last episode, you'll know we had some pretty good deals on the table. All right, Luis. I am going to get Gage Wood warming up, but I don't want to use him. He allows a solo shot from Ha-Sung Kim. And now 2 runners are aboard for Samuel Munoz. Gage, don't allow another home run. Or so help me, Okuda is the closer. We're okay. All right. Well, we take the final game of the Dodgers series for pride. 7-4. Not our best day pitching, but pretty happy the rest of the way. And we stay above 500 just barely. We advance through the off day. All right. I'm benching Colby Turner. Just fundamentally, I can't keep throwing him out there. I mean, his slugging is solid because he has the home runs, but he's just not hitting the baseball well. He's doing pretty good against lefties, worse against righties. I think I'll throw CJ out there against the Padres and we'll see what happens. Christian Aguilares is cold. Well, that's a shame. All right. So we'll have Tian take right. Tovar will bat 5th. CJ Sampson bats 7th. Everything else is as is. We got Luis De Leon on the mound. They have Robinson Ventura. No relation to Jesse, I'm sure. What a boring game through 3. There's only been 2 hits. Come on, Max. I really thought that was going to get through the middle. I was betrayed. Manny Machado, first baseman for the Padres at the moment. Andahar walks. I am going to run on Salas. And Andahar gets the steal clean. Very good. Let me Smalls. All right, Condon. Now, swing and a miss. And the Padres score first. We're being no hit through 5. See if Tien can change that. No, he cannot. The answer to my somewhat rhetorical question was no. They go to the bullpen. Oh, that's rough. Your starting pitcher has a no-hitter. You immediately go to the bullpen. First batter they face gives up a hit. That's rough. They'll be looking at the manager at that one, asking questions. Andahar lines out. Andahar also. Yeah, he has had a very poor August in the slugging department. And how you Lee strikes out looking. Down we go. Luis is only on 60 pitches. I was on 71. I mean, it's little. Our ace is doing what an ace should do. It's just our hitters are getting me absolutely nothing. And that was one of the reasons we kept Tovar, because he was one of our better hitters this season. And getting rid of him, our lineup would be even worse. But now, everyone's just doing terribly. As Tovar beats out the infield single. We have something, folks. Alan Ford, 2 runners on. Hits it down the left field line. 1 run will score. A nice RBI double for Mr. Ford. Did I just call the third base line the left field line? Yes. Are we going to ignore it? Yes. CJ Sampson. My decision to bench Colby Turner would, make better sense in my head if Sampson could hit the baseball. Dario hits it deep to right. Gone. 3-run shot for the catcher. Very good. He has had 2 homers in the past 3 games after having 3 like all season. Very good. Tien strikes out. I really think Tien's contract is an auto renew, so the only way to get out of that is to DFA him. And I don't know if I love that idea, but he's just not hitting. All right, Luis, give me the 7th. Look at Luis. Good man. And now Andahar and How Yuli are aboard. I'll take that trade. 1 out gets the guy from second to third. I can live with that, but I can't live with this Tovar then. Oi! What are we doing here? Rosarena just phased through the stadium. I know it was a sac fly the way, but still, come on. What are we doing here? Alan Ford gets it down. Very nice. Hey, with how our bullpen is done this stream, we need all the insurance runs we can get. I am going to pinch hit here. Let's have Colby Turner come on to get the bat. A nice 3-run shot. I was too hopeful. I really was. All right. Colby takes third. I'm going to bring on Elkins to pinch, essentially come in for Allen on defense. If it gets back to him in the batting order, something has gone horribly wrong. Really good day from Luis De Leon. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 9 Ks. Let's go. Joey, please. I will cut you right now, which is a shame because I think you're a good pitcher. But my God, you're allowing an RBI single to Kieran Paris. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Oh my God. All right, he gets Camaro to line out. When Joey Broughton starts doing well, like, we'll be such a better baseball team. But alas. I'll get our closer warming up. But again, insurance runs would not go amiss. I'll have Tien face him. Mainly because I'm out of outfield subs, I think. And Tien flies out. He goes 0 for 4. And Max Clark strikes out, goes 1 for 5. All right. Gage Wood is going to come in for the 3-run save. Old friend Sean Bouchard, who famously I did not bring back in arbitration after 1 season, with a chance to ruin my morning. And he gets aboard. First, Nolan Jones, now Sean Bouchard. Jason Dominguez did well against us when we faced the Giants today. Like, come on. 2 on, 2 outs. Xander Bogaerts. A bulk, really. And they walked him. And he strikes out Paris on 3 pitches. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying Gage Wood is in danger of losing his closer role to Okuda, but he is in danger of losing his closer role. Because that's just, I mean, we're paying Okuda a lot of money, and he has about the same quality of stuff. I mean, Max Clark went 1 for 5 with 3 Ks. I think, man, we're going to have a lot of arbitration decisions to make, and we might just let a lot of guys walk. I wish what I could do for that is if there was a way of designating beforehand that I'm not bringing certain people back in arbitration, which would then free up more money for next year, which means I'd be able to extend Tovar. I would personally like that. One thing I will check really quick. Hey, Tovar, since you have sucked as of late, have your demands gone down? They actually have. He's down from 28.5 to 28. That could be something to monitor. All right, we're going to sim game 2 against the Padres. And we win it 5-2. Very good. Dario with a triple. Look at him go. And then the AI pinch hit for him, which is kind of funny. Andahar had a home run. Hunter Brown pitched well. Kevin Kelly, I mean, listen. We've made some good, 1-year rental signings at bullpen. I think Kevin Kelly's looking pretty good. I don't quite know how he's worth negative WAR. I don't know how that math really shakes out, but I'm not going to question it. Aguilares had 2 hits. That's good for him. His August was looking grim. All right, let's play game 3 with a chance for a sweep, which would be huge. Hey, old friend Jose Fleury on the mound. Looks like he's doing pretty well for them, which is nice. Oh, Jose. I really thought he was going to be good for us as a starter, and it just never happened. All right. I don't really want to give Alan Ford the day off. I will give Tovar the day off, though. So Alan Ford's going to DH, and Jerron Elkins is going to take left and bat 7th. All right, let's rock. We got Sandy Ozuna on the mound. They got old friend Jose Fleury. If we don't score at least 4 runs off of Jose, we're doomed. They're up 2-0 early. Colby Turner, solo shot. More of that, Colby. Less literally everything else, please. And Alan Ford is safe. You always know the runner is safe when the throw animation is like an arc that goes really high, because that's the game's way of showing that the throw just didn't make it in time. But instead of making the throw slower, they just make it go really high and come back down. All right, Jerron gets him aboard. Come on, Dario. Every time Dario does something well, he does something equally worse. And I'm like, man, there we go. Christian gets it down. Very good. Bases are loaded. Max Clark walked him. All right. Tie ball game. Andahar hits it up to center. That should be deep enough to score Jerron. And it is. The lead is ours. And how you hits it deep to center, that is off the invisible wall, not a home run, but it will score both base runners all the same. Very good. Like I said, if we don't score 4 runs off of Jose, we've already scored 5 and it's only the second inning. And Charlie grounds out to end my fun. Okay. Sandy, you got this. Very nice. Then again, I suppose since Colby hit a home run, he's good for like 2 strikeouts the rest of the way. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. Clean third and fourth for everybody. A solo shot again from Colby Turner. Very good, sir. All it took was me benching him for like 2 games. It wasn't exactly a long benching as Alan Ford gets aboard and Drawn strikes out. I think I like Alan Ford as a hitter. Defensively, he's just not that good. Like, the man has a negative 12.3 zone rating in left, for crying out loud. So I think a change I might make is move Aguilares to left, Alan Ford to right. See if he does better there. Because either Alan Ford's going to be our DH next year or he's going to be our right fielder. I can't put him in left. All right, Sandy gets Paris to pop up. Pretty good outing from the third-year man. Come on, Dario. All right, they walked him. Fair enough. I'm not going to complain. I am going to complain about Christian striking out on 3 pitches. There we go. Max Clark with the nice single. And a man. All right, nothing there. We get runners on, but can't move them. Like, yeah, let's get Emmanuel on. Hopefully he can give me the 6th and the 7th. There we go. Another solo shot. Colby Turner, 3 home runs in 1 day. Have a day, sir. He's on 19 pitches. I'm going to warm up Kevin in case Emmanuel has trouble. He has had trouble. Get him out. Kevin, I believe in you. There we go. Clean from him. He did need 14 pitches, but he's got decent stamina. 2 runners are aboard. Can he get Ethan Salas? Yes, very good. Tim Batchelder. Hit the third, the throw, got him. All right. We sweep the Padres, which is huge. It would mean a lot more if we didn't just get destroyed by the Dodgers before, but I mean, Colby Turner, 3 home runs. That helps. Very good. That single-handedly boosted his slugging by about 23 points. Boosted his OPS by almost 30. Very good. All right. And guess what? We get to face the Dodgers again. Yay. Oh, the NL West is just painful. The idea of a Rockies rebuild sounds so enticing, but then you remember what division you're stuck in. All right, so let's do a quick stock of the standings. 11 games back in the division. We can kiss that goodbye. We are 2.5 games back of the wild card. That sweep of the Padres was huge because that pushes them even further down the wild card. The Marlins are also having troubles. The Giants are 2-8 over their last 10. So I mean that's pretty much the only reason we're still in this thing is we're 5-5 in our last 10, but everyone around us is either doing the same or worse. It looks like the Diamondbacks are on a roll, which is a little bit annoying. That is what it is. Bryce Eldridge, by the way, 41 home runs on the year. I hear that's pretty good. So for this, it's what, a 4-game series? I'll play game one, sim game two, and then we'll go from there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I'm going to flip these two. Aguilaris is going to go to left, and Alan Ford is going to go to right. I'm just going to make that simple flip because I think I need to see how viable Allen is because like his range in left is terrible. It's a 1.6. His arm is a 4.8, so he's a solid arm, but that zone rating just terrifies me. So if he's even better in right, I think that just has to be the move for him going forward. All right. Now we can get into game one against the Dodgers. I'm not worried at all. Herrera, it is time for revenge. All right. You gave up 8 hits and 4 runs in 4 innings last time. Let's go. Clean first. How are you, Lee's aboard? Charlie? Charlie hits it down and left. How you, Lee? Oh, no. Oh, no. The outfield errors always look so bad. Oh, it's not pretty, folks. 1 run scores, Colby Turner strikes out. We're back to our regular scheduled programming with him. Herrera, I believe in you. Yeah. All right, Dodgers tied up. Come on, Tovar. Bang. He advances the runner. Ford gets to third. I can't complain. Miguel Palma RBI single. Is Miguel Palma the catcher of the future? At 29 years old, probably not. But hey, he's not doing too bad now. There we go. Hit the wall. Down just before the wall. Aguilaris with a nice, humble RBI double. Also, old friend Cole Carrig, who offensively isn't doing that bad, but defensively they put him at center. And his range is 2.4, which isn't terrible, but his zone rating is a -10. He has a -2.3 arm. Trust me, Dodgers. I can empathize. Or I'm sorry, Tien with the RBI double. My mistake. And Andahar gets it down. That might be enough to score Tien. He's going for it. Safe. He looked kind of out there, but I'm not going to complain. We're up 4-1. And how Yuli ends my fun with Brad grounding out. All right. We're scoring runs on the Dodgers early and often, which is encouraging. Herrera. buddy. I mean, look, that is Herrera is doing so well this year was one of the reasons we didn't do the trade with the White Sox, Ezekiel Tovar for Noah Schultz, because Herrera would kind of be the odd man out. But alas, here we are, as he gives up a third run early in the third inning. All right. He gets Mauricio. I think I'm not into like sounding the alarm bells territory of worry, but I mean he's making 5 million this year. He's not going to be cheap in ARB. All right, 2 clean innings. That might be it for him. He's still in the green. Let's get Okuda warming up. And he allows a solo shot. All right, that's that. All right, Ford and Tovar are aboard. And Palma walks. Bases loaded, no outs. I need 2 runs here minimum. Tian gets us started with a line drive into right. That'll score 1. The lead is ours. How many pitches did Okuda throw in the last inning? 13. Okay, he's good to go back out. Rain is beginning to fall. I'm going to pinch hit. Max Clark is going to get the ball for Aguilares. And he pops up to third. Man. Andahar hits it deep to left. That is going to be caught, but deep enough to score Ezekiel. There's the 2 runs I requested. And 2 runs is all it's going to be. All right. A little disappointing. Bases loaded, no outs. You'd like to get a lot more, but I'll take what I can get. Max Clark is going to take center. All right. Clean 7th from Okuda. Thank you. We're going to have Fidel for the 8th. Good work from Okuda. 2 innings, only 1 hit. No one runs, no walks. Come on, Fidel, buddy. I can't have you struggle. I mean, I could make the argument that Fidel was our best pitcher of the season in terms of relief until right now. Like he had a 0.96 ERA last month, 7.20 this month. He allows 2 more runners to get aboard. And Will Smith, it's a 3-run shot. I mean, that's his ERA nuked. I mean, at this point, the game's probably over, so I just want Fidel to get out of the inning to save me having to use potentially another bullpen arm. I'm not going to get it. All right. Gastelum is in to face Colton Cowser. He allowed a hit, but he still got him. Yep. Lose 9-6. Fidel just got destroyed. The Dodgers just have his number. His ERA since facing the Dodgers the first time has gone up by 1.18. Crazy. All right. Not how you want to lose game 1. I'm going to sim game 2 with Quinn Priester on the mound. We lose that one, and Max Clark is hurt for 4 days with a back spasm. How long would ERA IL be? 10. So be it. Joey Broughton got popped again. I just don't know what to do with this guy. Because I think, like, there's a good hitter in there. There's a good pitcher in there. But man alive, he's just killing me. Christian Aguilera's had 3 hits. Very good from him. All right, I'm essentially going to bench Max Clark for a little bit. Aguilaris is going to be our new leadoff man. Jerron Elkins is going to take left. Nobody is tired. Actually, is Condon tired? He's at 98. However, I feel like I need him to face the Dodgers. So, all right, Luis De Leon's on the mound. Let's go. Clean first. Can we just never play the Dodgers again? Can I make that very specific request to just never play the Dodgers? Where's expansion when you need it? I need to blow up the divisions. There we go. Aguilaris gets a hit. I think outfield for next year is looking a little clouded, but I think Aguilaris is going to have a spot. Alan Ford is either going to have a spot or DH. It's the other 2 outfield spots that are up in the air. And as Hao Yu Lee gets a very nice hit there. If Alan Ford DHs, then infield falls perfectly into place. Condon at first, Hao Yu Lee at second, Andahar at short, Colby Turner at third. So there is a benefit to DHing him. But if we DH Ford, then I need to find 2 new outfielders, which is not easy because we're not going to have a lot of money to work with. But alas, all right, we score 2 runs to cut the lead a little bit. Luis, I believe in you. Good man. All right, let's see if he can give me the 5th. And he does. Okay. Well, good news is he rebounded well. Bad news is he still gave up 4 runs in an inning. That's that. And Charlie Condon hits it deep to left. Gone. And that is why I need Charlie Condon in the lineup. 391 feet. The lead is ours. Colby Turner, a line drive. We have more life. It's the easiest double of his career. Very good, sir. All right, let's keep the hit train going. We're getting to Sasaki a bit. That might be deep enough to advance. Nope. Colby stays seated. And Tovar strikes out. Okay. Well, Luis, your work here is done. Emmanuel, you got this. See? I wasn't worried at all. Hey, very nice. Was that a Jerron Elkins solo shot? It was the first home run of his fledgling career. Clean 7th for Emmanuel. That's all I need for him. All right. Hao Yu Lee and Condon are both aboard. Come on, Colby. Oh, they hit him. Blue, toss him. All right. Bases loaded. Alan Ford hits it softly to short. They get the force out at home and then him at first. My God. Now, if that wasn't the most depressing thing you've ever seen, and then Tovar strikes out. Bases loaded, no one outs. My God, that was the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Okuda for the 8th. Clean-ish. All right, Gage Wood for the save in the 9th. Half inning, send it. And they tie it up. That's what I get for hitting the half inning button, really. It's what I deserve. Paul Skeens in for the 9th. And the Har grounds out. Hey, remember when we had bases loaded, no outs, and couldn't score anyone? Yeah, it's come back to bite us, hasn't it? There we go. How Yuli hits a rifle to left. Game-winning run is at second, and we have 2 home run threats about to come up. Wild pitch. He's at third. I really don't want them to walk Condon here. Well, he struck him out, so that's what I get. Come on, Colby. Man. All right, we're going to extra innings against the Dodgers. I'm going to leave Gagewood in to face Munoz, and then I'm going to pull him. All right, he gets Munoz to fly out. That'll be it for Gage. That is his third blown save of the year, for what it's worth. All right, Kevin, you get Walker Jenkins. Good luck, buddy. Well, shucks. It's going to be an RBI double for Walker. However, my expectation always in the extra innings with the Ghost Runner is that the Ghost Runner will score. It's about making sure no one else scores. Get Freeland to pop up. That's big. The pitcher should never handle a pop up off the mound. What are you doing, Colby? Naylor gets it down and right. This is going to be close. The throw. Offline. Pinch run to get a little more speed on the base paths. There we go. Tian gets it down. CJ will score. Tying run is at second. Game-winning runs at the plate. Very good. Ezekiel Tovar. Chance to be a hero, and he gets it down and left. Run, Tien! Run! No, I'm not sending it. Or Allen, I should say, not Tien. Pinch hit. Miguel Palma. Strikes out looking. Duran Elkins. Strikes out also. Down to our last out. We're going to let Aguilares face Paul Skeens. He hits it deep to center and over the head of Walker Jenkins. The tying run is in. Going home. Safe. Ball game. Thank you. Goodbye. That game was so more stressful than it needed to be. Good Lord. My God. What a nightmare that was to close. But hey, we got the win. Ooh, Farinacci. Got 5 hits in Double-A. All right. Our outfield crop in Double-A and Triple-A is looking really good. Ozuna is out with asthma. Well, I think that's going to suck. I mean, it doesn't influence his throwing, allegedly. But also, he's my pitcher tomorrow. And also, look at my bullpen. Look at the beautiful thing. I'm going to do something a little controversial. I am going to send Luis Castellum to AAA for potentially like one day. And I am going to call putting Sandy on the 15-day IL seems like a poor decision. Do I just let him pitch through it? But I'm already low on arms. I think that's a poor decision. We're going to have Mike Stewart make his MLB debut. And literally, he's going to be up here for like one game. All right, Howley is tired, so Andahar takes second. Ezekiel goes to short. Tian can DH and bat seventh. Max Clark is still resting his back spasms. All right, Hunter Brown is on the mound, and I have like one. Let's see here. Yeah, I have one fit bullpen arm. Let's party. Hunter. Oh, he's at 25 pitches through one. 41 through two. I think we're in trouble, folks. There, Elkins, Aguilaris at the corners. Depression as Ashley Andahar is thrown out. Like, Hunter, I'm sorry, but I need innings. A second error from the Dodgers. We didn't capitalize on the first one, but Tian gets it down in left. He's fighting for his roster spot right now. Safe. All right. We are on the board. 3-run shot from Dario would be nice. But, a line drive to left center. That'll score 2. All right. Looking a little shaky there, are we, Yamamoto? Is he still on his... They gave him a what? Why does the AI do this? With still 3 years left on his deal, they're like, hey, you want a 2-year extension? So silly. The AI, I've noticed, does that with Bryce Harper a lot. Where they'll extend Bryce Harper for one more year, even when there's a lot of years left. Hunter, I need the 5th. Good man. Aguilaris is at second. Tovar is up. Softly to third. All right, it advances Aguilaris, but now with 2 outs, it's off to Condon. And he strikes out looking. All right, that's it for Hunter. So we're going to have to get very creative now with our bullpen. Mike Stewart making his MLB debut. I drafted him a month ago. And here he is, making his debut against the LA Dodgers and Samuel Munoz, one of the best hitters in baseball. And he allows a fly out. Very nice. Very good, sir. I don't even need to see the rest. I have complete faith. See if we can get anything going in the 6th. Nope. Colby strikes out. Yamamoto is still in the game. Allen grounds out. And Tien grounds out also. Hopefully that's it for Yamamoto. We can only hope. All right, Mike does not have the best stamina. But hopefully he can get me like 2 batters in the 7th. Gets Will Smith swinging. That's his 3rd strikeout, by the by. Walker Jenkins gets him swinging. 3 for 3. Josh Naylor. The pitch got him. Folks, in his MLB debut, drafted 1 month ago. Mike Stewart, 2 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 5 Ks. The defense rests. Well done from him. Our offense, though, has gone completely and utterly ice cold. Joey Broughton for the 8th. Clean. He's only on 10 pitches, but he was also pretty tired beforehand. Nothing in the 8th. Come on, guys. Clean 9th. Really good day from Joey also. All right. Alan Ford, and then we'll see what happens. I might pinch hit for Tian. Allen hits it back up the middle. He does not have the speed to beat that out. I'm going to pinch hit here. How Yu Lee is going to get the bat for Tian. Lines out to right. Dario, our last out. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to have faith in John Elkins here. Come on, kid. No dice, lines out. All right. I think that would have been a nice one to win. I'm really proud of our bullpen. Like Mike Stewart, I just called him up. Joey Broughton was tired. They did really well. Hunter Brown just got hit, and that's that. Oh, well. I think that would have been a nice one to win. Dario had 3 hits. How has his August been? Because he's got less at bats than he has essentially the whole year in this month so far. Yeah, I mean, he has a 186 batting average. All right, let me advance. So here's the thing. On one hand, my plan with Mike Stewart was for him to essentially be only up, one day, and I was going to call Castellum back. But then he went and did that. Hmm. I think if Joey Broughton had option years left, I think the move would just be send him down, but he doesn't. So that makes this a little tricky. I think for now, I'm going to send Mike back down to AAA. Maybe I come back to regret that. Maybe I don't. And then Gastelum can take middle relief. And I think Sandy's just going to have to pitch with asthma, which sounds horrible. I could make it a bull. No, I'm too afraid to make it a bullpen day. All right. So earlier on at the beginning of the stream, I said if we lose 6 out of 7 to the Dodgers, we're pretty much doomed. Good news is we didn't lose 6, we lost 5. So that is what it is. I think this is just kind of where we're at the moment. All right, I'm going to play game 1. With a asthmatic pitcher. All right, Dario's out, so Tovar takes short. Tien to DH. Yeah. I'm essentially just resting Max Clark through this whole injury at this point. All right, Sandy. Clean first. We're in business. Clean second. Clean third. Hey, Christian Aguilera's 2-run shot. We're on the board. There we go. Jaron Oakins gets it down. My life is so much simpler if my corner outfield next year can be Jaron Oakins and Christian Aguilera's. Like my life becomes so much simpler. Or if Aguilera's can even take center and Jaron takes left. If they call him out there. That Hal Yulee was so safe. He had time to slide in, stand up, and stop the animation. And yet, oh, Sandy's getting hit now. They tie it up. Oh boy. Okay. Yep. He's facing wide Sanford, and then that's it. Ugh. Who knew that pitching your pitcher through potential asthma attacks would backfire? Dang. If he can't get Bouchard, then like what's the point? He walked him. All right. That's it for Sandy. Not his day. He is only down to 35 stamina, which I don't really know how. Like, he's never been injured. He averaged more like 5.2 innings per game last season, and both the runners scored. All right. That's probably one of the ugliest stat lines you'll see. There we go. Christian Aguilera. Look at this, folks. Yeah, his on-base percentage is up by almost 50 points just in the past 4 games. All right, Emmanuel gets me that. Very good. Turner and Palmer are aboard. Come on, Tien. Nothing. Yeah, I think Tien's time with the Rockies is unfortunately coming to an end. Jackson Merrill gets aboard. Scott Burns, you better or worse against lefties. You are so much better against lefties. All right, that's it for him. Kevin, you got this. Clean. Christian. 3-home run day. He tried. It didn't work, but he tried. Nothing for us. Oh, boy. There we go. To second for 1. To first for 2. Very nice double play. The ideal double play candidate, Manny Machado. That's rough, Manny. You going to take that? Good, sir. Like, why have they signed him to a 1-year extension already? I don't understand why the AI does some of the things it does. Xander Bogaerts, 2-run shot. Fair enough. I don't think we're going to come back and win this game. I have a sneaking suspicion that it is not in the cards for us. Condon and Alan Ford are aboard, though. And Tovar hits it deep to center. You know, we're going to try. That'll score one. Runners on second and third. Who's after Tovar? Palma. I'll let him face Holman. There we go. Palma gets it down. That's going to score Allen. 3-run game. I'm going to pinch hit here. Will I pinch hit here? You know what? Hey, CJ, what do you got for me, rookie? He hits the line drive to center. That'll score one. 2-run ball game. A home run, and we go home victorious. Christian Aguilares. Duh! Grounds into the fielder's choice. I don't really want him running on Salas. All right, Jerron Elkins, your chance to be a hero. He hits it to left. That's down. 8-7. Go ahead run is on second base. How you Lee up to the plate. One-two count. The pitch. And he hits it deep. Left field. God, we've walked him off. What a magnificent ninth inning. We score 7 unanswered to win 10-8. What a better way to end off this episode. Look at that, folks. Nearly 100% chance of winning. And then the drums began. Very good. What a game. Kevin Tesicki rarely gives up runs. He gave up 2 today, but the bats came through in the 9th. Well done, lads. With that, we hit the save button. Wow. Wow. That'll do. All right. Well, the Braves are slumping now ahead of us. This is going to be an interesting wild card race, I think, down the stretch here. I think we might have something here. All right. I think I'll finish up the Padres series because why not? Let us sim game 2. Herrera. I know that says 2-8, but if I just ignore it, I mean, my God. What is his ERA in the month of August? Give me the number. 9.4. His ERA went up from 3.8 at the beginning of the month all the way to 4.7. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man alive. All right, we'll play game 3, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. Aguilares and Condon are both tired. It's a good sign. I think I'll give Elkins the day off. He's played a lot recently. CJ Sampson at first base is fine. I'll have him bat 9th. All right, let's rock. We got Quinn Priester on the mound. They got Joey Wentz still in the league at 2031. What a time to be alive. And Colby Turner solo shot. I'll go with Joey Wentz. I maintain, and this has been backed up by Detroit Tigers reporting in the years he was with us, Joey Wentz was like the most depressed and sad looking pitcher I've ever seen. How are you going to get doubled up, Tovar? Like the man was just never happy in Detroit. And do I blame him? No. Come on, Andahar. There we go. Run, CJ. Run like the wind. And he's in safely. 2-run. 2-run lead. And How Lee hits it deep to left. Goodbye, baseball. 4-0. Sorry, Joey. But it would appear that we're just going to tee off on you today. And they walk Allen Ford. Probably the correct decision. Colby Turner. That's going to be caught. Come on, Ezekiel. Man. So we made the decision not to trade Ezekiel. And so far in August, he has the worst average he's had this season, worst on base percentage, 297 slugging and 563 OPS. Yeah. Not looking great. Quinn Priester is doing really well through 5. Ford gets it down. Run. Sprint and a hard. Did they get How You Lead third? They did. That's annoying. Yep, that's a run off the board. We would have had runners at the corners, 1 out. How You Lead gets home there easily off that grounder. But alas, oh no. Miguel, if you don't throw him out, thank you. I was gonna bring in Dario right then and there. Hoy! Ramirez hits it all the way to the wall. I hope they don't call an error on Allen for that there. No. Okay. It looked like it kind of like went in his glove and bounced out, so I wasn't sure. Joey Broughton is on 0 stamina. The man is dead tired. All right, we get Tim. I'll leave him in to face Ethan Salas, then that'll be it. Back up the middle. I don't know what happened there, but we'll just erase it from the record books, bring in Okuda, get Machado, and then walk off into the sunset. Clean. All right. So they do get 1 run, but that could have been a lot worse. Nothing in the 6th for us, though. Okuda, you are being paid $15 million. I expect nothing but scoreless outings. Anything else, I am supremely disappointed. Good man. Runners at the corners. Andahar hits into a double play, but you know what? It scored CJ. I'll take the extra run. How You Lee grounds out. All right, for the sake of my bullpen, if Okuda can get me like 2 outs, because then I can use, say, Fidel to close out the game, and then I only have to use 2 bullpen arms. Very good. All right, that's it for Okuda. 2 innings, 1 hit, 5 Ks. Good work from him. There we go. Fidel gets the swing and the miss. Because now Fidel only has to deal with the bottom of their order. Let's do a pinch hit here. Teron can get the bat for Allen. That'll upgrade our defense also next inning. Pinch hit, 1 for 1. 1 for 2. Oh, boy. Colby grounds out. Ezekiel Tovar, our last chance for an insurance run. Hits it deep to center and out. All right, Tien. Don't go 0 for 4. Guys, he went 0 for 4. Okay. So Tien is going to move to right. Jerron can take left. Fidel has a bit of cushion. Works it clean. All right. We took the rubber match, so we took the series. Always a good thing. Anthony Murphy wins Player of the Week in AAA. Very good. Very, very good. I think that's also the reason why I'm pretty willing to move off of Tian. Just like he has really struggled hitting the ball this season and last season. He's not that great defensively. I think he's fine in right. He just can't be played in left. So we'll see what happens there. But I think overall in August so far, obviously getting swept, like we didn't win a series unless we played the Padres. Got swept by the Brewers, lost 2 out of 3 to the Giants, 2 out of 3 to the Orioles, 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers, swept the Padres, lost 3 of 4 to the Dodgers, and then took 2 out of 3 to the Padres. So if we could just play San Diego the rest of the season, that'd be great. Not a good month, I think, as I would have hoped. I think what I will do is I'll end the episode here. I'll play through both the Rangers and the Tigers series off stream, and then we can start September. And we have 6 games against the Diamondbacks and then the Giants to close. That could genuinely decide the wild card standing. That could decide the wild card race because we're 3 games back right now, 4 games back of the Giants. So we're putting some distance between us and the Marlins, which is good. But I really don't want to be the last team out of the wild card here. So we'll see what transpires. Thank you all for watching. It's been really nice getting back to consistency with the streams this week. Next week, we will resume this series and then continue our coordinator climb in college football. Also, where I'm just stuck in purgatory as Baylor's offensive coordinator. But that is where I will leave us. Thank you all for watching. It's going to be a really fun wild card chase down the stretch. We're 3 games back. Who knows what will happen the rest of the way? But I will see you next time.